Hello, this is Mario from Tilgol, and in today's session, we are going to look at updating article level 1 information and creating an offer for Tilgol sourcing and buyers. So without further ado, let's dig into it. In the last session, we have previewed how to start my supplier showroom and create product ideas, either singular or batch create. In today's session, we will focus on what it means in terms of the next steps. First thing that I will see as a supplier will be an email with the title of your ToPo article has been selected for article proposal, which means that an article level 1 has been created for you and you are expected to provide further information. The way that I can access this, it's either by clicking opening ToPo or directly logging into the supplier portal like I will do now. Upon logging in, we can see here that there is also a notification under the notifications in the homepage that will take me to the special article, for example. In here, I have prepared a few articles that are pre-filled, and there are some other articles that I will show you how to fill in. So going on the article level 1, I will see here the lamps or what we discussed last time. One of these is the desk lamp, and here, or let's take actually the brass lamp. So in here, I have my article. I can see that this has been made available to me by the Tilgol team. So there are some key details that I have to fill in. First and foremost, if I haven't put any year in the previous information product idea, I should be able to put it here now. If there are any other additional images of this, I should be able to add them in here. That means if I have this article in a different color, if I have it in a different size, if there is another variant, I should add the information in the additional images. Moreover, I can see that here I also have a dedicated section to provide more information about article variants. By default, the variant that I put into the product idea, this is what has been kept here for me. So if I want to add more, for example, my lamp 3, and this one, let's say it's brass, and we have advised, let's say 30 centimeters. Let's say I have another one, which is almost the same, but this one is 50 centimeter tall. The only indication that I also need to provide here is there any price difference? For example, for this one, it's not. For here, it is. If that is the case, the price difference could be something that I need to specify and liaise during my meeting with the product manager from Tilgol. Furthermore, something that the system will do, it's going to pre-populate here the directives for me that I need for my products, and the same with product features. This is also something that I have to be mindful and aware of. Moreover, something that is critical to provide to Tilgol is the production lead time. So for example, I will put 45. If I would like to provide step pricing, which means that if the quantity is increasing and I can offer to Tilgol a better price, it's also something that I can share in here. For example, for 1,000, I can provide this for 16.3. And then for 5,000, I can provide this for 12.8. After completing the initial information in the general information page, I have to go to logistics. In this page with logistics, one of the important things to provide is the HS code. Please be mindful that the HS code is the European import HS code, okay, not the one from your country where you are as a supplier. To make it easier for you, we have added the drop-downs with a whole list here that you can select from, or in other words, something that is easy. If you guys search or have this somewhere documented, you can just copy paste, put in the code, and it will automatically populate for you level 1, level 2, level 3. And if there are adjustments needed, this is also something that you can do. Okay, something that is also very important for us is the packaging. So far, you guys have been used to providing that into an Excel, into a product description, where from now on, we will document this into the packaging section of article level 1. And this information is something that you only have to input once. So if I have other variations or if this is slightly changing in the future, you can maintain and update it here. Something that is very important to know that there are different fields on the packaging. Sales unit, it's also populated by default for you to provide the information. So what I need to provide is my EAN as a supplier, package name or label, and I'll just put here product box. Let's say my product comes into a box and it's 1 unit per the product box. And then in here, I'm going to put 10, 20, 30, just to give an idea. The system will automatically help you calculate the cubic meter. In here, I also need to provide the gross weight and the net weight. So for this case, let's say the gross weight is 850, 0.850. So that's 850 grams, okay? And then the net weight, let's say, would be 0.8. Very important here, there's in centimeters, okay? The unit for the sizing and the weight is in kilograms. So please be mindful of that. Next thing that I would have to provide, it's something called packaging waste. So here I need to provide, for example, this is a product box, and let's say I selected cardboard. You can ignore the type for now. This will be the different materials, cardboard, and then here I'll say non-laminated cardboard. Cardboard. And let's say the difference, this is 150. And in terms of recycle rate, I can put 50 grams out of 150 is recycled, which means 33.3%. We need this information from you, so please make sure you tick on the add packaging waste and you declare to us. If you have more materials than non-laminated cardboard, you can select here in this menu. This will be updated. Could be plastic, and then you can say plastic. Here, if you know the subtype, you can fill it in. And then for this one, let's say we take 10 grams of plastic, and then the recycle weight, let's say it's 5 grams, which means 50% of this is recycled. Okay, now that we have completed the sales units area, I can move to packaging, okay? In the packaging, before we move to the transport packaging, something else that I want to mention. In here, let's say I have a display box, okay? And under this display box, I have 2 units. Then I can input the EAN of this display box that my product comes in. And then I need to put here 20, let's say 40, 60. And this will be obviously double the quantity, and I can fill in the details. In here, in the transport packaging, then I need to decide and indicate if in this transport carton, if I take the display box and how many sales units, or if it's just the product box and how many units. To keep the thing simple, I will just stick to the product box. In here, I will put the EAN is, say, 7000, and in here I have 10 sales units per outer carton, okay? When this comes into play, these units is when I have the display box. So if there is 10 and I have 2 in each, then it would be 5, just an example. If you don't have anything else in here, like display box, just keep this empty. Okay, so if I have 10 sales units in an outer carton, then obviously this will become, this will become 100. Then the width will become 200 and the height will become 300. And then the gross weight will also multiply obviously by 10. And then this will be 8.0. Just to let you know, this is an approximation. Okay, if you have more information to provide, you can provide in here. So here on the packaging waste, I can see I have paper, cardboard, metal, wood, plastic, glass. And in here, I can say, I don't know, let's put something maybe that makes more sense that is plastic. And here I'll say plastic, and the weight of 50. The recycle weight is 23.7. And then the system will automatically calculate the percentage. After I finished all of this, I can mark this as ready. For transparency, if your HS code requires CBAM or EUDR, the system will automatically help indicate. So it will be easier for you as a supplier to know your products and what you need to do for them. Now I will mark this product as ready, and I will click submit. What will happen now after I got my products ready? Then somebody from Tilgol will review, and based on the information that I put in, if it's complete and correct, they will mark it as approved. And I have prepared an example for us to check on this one. So we can see here that for this zigzag lamp floor, I have already provided all the information. The system already indicates for me what directives I need for this specific lamp and what product features normally can be contained within. Obviously, this is also something that can be edited by you if you guys have more features or you don't have this. This is something that Tilgol tells you that normally your product has or requires this. In the offer, you can also inform us if that is not the case. Since Tilgol has approved the lamp and also the shed, I want to create an order, an offer for both of these and send it to Tilgol for review so they can further distribute with the buyers. So what I will have to do next is to select these two, create new, and this will automatically create an offer on my behalf. What I have to do is to make sure that I provide the offer validity date. So if I make this available to Tilgol from today, 20th of March, and I want to make it available for a month, I can go to April, click OK, click 20th of April. If an offer goes beyond the validity here, this will become inactive or no longer valid. So please make sure that if you're not entirely sure of the validity that you should put in, you speak with the product manager. Okay, so here I can see all my articles and the information I put in. Something that I can also do to indicate here in the packing, okay, how many products I can fit within 20, 40, or 40 HC. So this is something that we expect you guys to fill in. At the moment in the system, it seems that the certifications are not shown in here. However, the certifications listed will be listed here. So what you have to do as a supplier, just tick and indicate what certificate you have available. Of course, if there are some certificates that you don't have available, it's absolutely no problem, but it's important to keep transparent for Tilgol and also the buyers, because this is something that we know will be reflected in the price, okay? So after cross-checking all the information in here and getting this ready, what I can do is to mark this as submitted, click submit, and what will happen next is that an offer will be created for Tilgol to review. After this offer is ready for Tilgol to review, then they will approve it or reject it in case they have some more feedback to align with you as a supplier. And then that offer will further go to the buyer. Please note that the offers can be found on the left. Here we haven't added the filter since it's the testing environment, but you guys will be able to find it on the commercial information. In the next discussion, we will look at the article level 2 and information required there and creating the supplier pro forma invoice. So please stay tuned. Thank you. As usual, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach to the Tilgol team.